Hello and welcome to this video. So I've been working a lot with my hip mobility the last couple of weeks. So sometimes really getting into the hips can almost transform your practice. So we can go from this kind of level where we think, okay, yeah, I'm comfortable with this feels okay. But then when you start to really get into the hips, you can take your practice to the next level. You begin to kind of explore different types of movement. We can almost bring a lot more strength to that area as well. And then also we find that we can bring ourselves back to that level of opening with certain movements and with certain awareness. So we're really going to use the breath to direct our attention and awareness to the hips within this video. So I hope you enjoy it, and we're going to start off in butterfly pose. So if you just bring the soles of the feet together, you might interlace your fingertips here and take the palms to cup the toes. And just being aware of what's going on with your spine, so drawing the shoulder blades down the back, and we'll start to move the knees up and down. So I find this a really good kind of marker as to where I'm at with my hips any given day. I quite often like to start my practice just with this really simple pose and just beginning to direct my breath, my awareness, my attention to where I want my energy to flow today. So just bringing that awareness inwards, kind of gathering the thoughts, and then just allowing the thoughts to let go. So we've got this really open, clear mind to allow us to receive the benefits of this practice today. And then when you're at that place where you're starting to feel a little bit of warmth, a little bit of heat around this area, so the inner thighs, hips, maybe even to the sides of the waist. On an in-breath, we're going to gather that energy up and out through the crown. And then on the exhale, come to stillness as you fold forward, just anchoring the elbows towards the inner thighs without putting too much pressure on them, so that we're always finding that point between effort and ease. So we're not kind of forcing anything here. Draw the crown of the head forward. Take another full breath in. Maybe come a little bit more deeper into the pose. Direct the energy, direct the breath. Inhale. And exhale, slowly coming back up. And just separating the feet out, mat distance apart. And rolling the knees from side to side. And kind of just allowing that range of movement through the ball and through the hip socket as you roll from side to side. Okay, so if you come to press the soles of the feet down into the mat, anchor through the fingers. We want to have it so that the stability is in the heels here, so you can press the heels forward and then release the rest of the foot down, spread the toes, extend up through the pelvis, the front body, and exhale, roll down. Inhale, lift, press the pelvis up, opening up into the stage. Exhale, bring the gaze forward with the sit bones down. Inhaling up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, you're welcome to lift. So the gaze is up towards the ceiling. Press the hips up. And exhale all the way down. From here, we're going to extend the fingertips forward. Bring the soles of the feet together, but keep the knees slightly flared out to the side. And then come to press into the feet as you lift yourself into a toe squat. Extend the arms up. And then exhale, bring the knees to the chest, so you're kind of curling into this ball. Bring the hands down, keep the heels lifted as you bring the weight forward into the toes. Exhale, back into toe squat. Inhale. Exhale, knees to the chest, bring the hands down, forward fold with the heels lifted. So you're welcome to slide something under the heels here. It does feel a little bit wobbly, but it helps to open up the hamstring. Inhale, back into toe squat, extend the arms up. Exhale, palms down and forward. Once more, inhale and exhale. Brilliant. Release the heels down. Pick up through the toes, bend the knees. Extend the arms forward and up. Exhale, bring the palms down, forward fold. Inhale, we're going to step it back with the right foot. So just make a nice wide stance in a low lunge. Bring the fingertips down. Keep your right toes tucked. Inhale to lift the knee. Exhale just to lightly tap. So being very soft with that knee. Inhale to lift. Exhale to tap. Inhale to lift, this time straighten the left leg. Keep your right heel lifted as you bring the chest forward. You might adjust your fingers here. So you're creating this variation of pyramid. Inhale, coming forward to lightly tap, and exhaling back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back, lift the kneecap. Deep breath in, straighten up through the back, lift the heart space forward. Exhale, bend the elbows to fold. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, rolling forward. Release that knee down. Your choice whether to untuck the toes or to keep the toes tucked. I'm going to extend the arms up to the ceiling. Bring the hands into Kali Mudra. Start to allow the pelvis to come down. Lift through the heart. Slight back bend. Exhale, bring the hands down and step it back into plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, slide the torso forward and the tops of the feet away. And exhale back into Balasana Child's Pose. Keep the breath anchoring this practice. And bring the gaze forward. Shift the weight forward as you retuck your toes. I'm just coming into a gentle down dog. Walking out through the feet. Bending one knee then the other.
Just using this moment to tune in. And bringing your gaze forward, you can walk or step consciously up to the top of the mat. We'll take the feet hip distance apart. Grab hold of the big toes with your first 2 fingers and linking the thumb. Extend the chest forward, shoulder blades down. Exhale, bend the elbows to either side. You come to Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Gently release the toes, bend the knees, extend the fingertips forward as you come all the way up. Lift through the heart. Exhale, bring the hands down to prayer and release. So just stepping the feet back to the midline, big toes to touch. Spread the toes, lift up through the arch of the feet. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Bring the hands to prayer. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, step it back with your left foot. So keeping your left toes tucked this time, the knee touching. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lightly tap. Inhale to lift. Exhale to tap. Inhale to lift. Exhale to tap. Inhale, lift, and exhale down. So this time keeping the fingertips down, coming to that variation of pyramid, lengthening the torso forward, perhaps readjusting where your fingertips are. Exhale down to tap. Inhaling up. Exhaling down to touch. Inhaling back. Exhaling down. Inhaling. Exhaling down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, this time staying where you are. Open up through the chest, draw the shoulder blades down, really folding from that hip crease. Start to bend the elbows to fold over that outstretched leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, rebend that back knee, place the right sole of the foot down. Your choice whether to untuck or to keep those toes tucked under. Extend the arms up. Kali Mudra, lift up and out through the fingertips, through the heart space. Open up the heart space towards the ceiling with a controlled back bend. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, release the hands, place the hands framing the foot. Step it back into plank. And taking your knees, your chest and your chin down. Slide the chest forward and the tops of the feet away. Press into the tops of the feet. Lift your knees, engage with the thighs. Inhale to lift the chest forward. Deep breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, bring the chest down. Press into your hands. Open up the knees wide. Bring the big toes together for Balasana Child's Pose. Allow the forehead to rest against the mat. Take a few deep breaths in here. Allowing that attention, that breath, to guide you through your body, to be a witness. And bring the gaze forward. When you're ready, make your way into downward facing dog. Making any movements or any adjustments that you feel are being translated to you from the body into the mind on that subtle level. I'm just going to bring the left foot so it's more in the center line, and then lift the right foot up to the ceiling, keeping the hips nice and square as you bend that knee. Take that hip stack, shoulders stay strong and square, and then bring the knee towards the right elbow and step the foot outside the hand. So coming into lizard lunge here. Allow your left knee to come down. You might even walk the left knee a bit further over to the left side. Just see how that feels in the hips and the inner thighs. So if the inner thighs are quite tight, you might keep the knee more towards the midline. Just start to kind of move here. Really feel into the pose. So this is, for me, one of the poses that really begins to kind of change what's going on with the hips. So I find a huge difference if I practice this lizard lunge every day to how open my hips are, how receptive they are to other poses that may involve quite a lot of hip work. So just breathing and kind of getting into the pose. If you want to come down onto the forearms, you're welcome to do so. I quite like to just interlace my hands here, so I've got this base of the forearms. Keep breathing, directing that energy flow. And take one more breath here. So now options, you can stay where you are, perfectly welcome to do so, or you can come back onto the hands. And I'm going to take a nice stretch here for the front of my thigh by reaching my right hand back and drawing the left foot towards the sit bone. So you're kind of rolling open the chest at the same time, getting a little twist through the upper body. Just breathing nice and deeply. One more breath. And on the exhale, release the foot down. Come back onto the hands if you're still kind of on the forearms. Extend that knee up. I'm going to keep the left hand planted and take a revolved twist. Extend the right arm up to the ceiling. Draw the palm towards the front of the room. Keep the shoulder blade down the back. Then bring the arm alongside the ear. Feel the neck growing up and out through the base of the shoulders. One more breath in. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Take your left heel down and just adjust the feet here for warrior two. So we're coming straight into extended side angle. You can keep the right fingertips down or bring the forearm onto that front thigh. Reach and extend the left arm along beside the ear. Revolve the chest open. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Come to frame the front foot. Step it back into down dog. Long breath in. Long breath out. Inhale. Exhale. So over to the other side, if you bring your right foot more towards the midline, and then the left leg lifts. Bend the knee and stack the hips open to the right hand side, keeping the shoulders strong and square. Inhale, extend the leg, bring the knee towards the left elbow with control. and step that foot outside the hand. So just making your way into lizard lunge on this side once again, kind of taking a few movements to almost settle the body into the pose, to allow that receptivity, and then finding your way onto your forearms or staying where you are, so we can really breathe and work with the opening that we've got, so the body doesn't feel forced in any way, but it's allowing that gradual opening, that breath, that time. And breathing nice and deeply. And once again, the option on this side to either come back up or to stay where you are. So if you're really kind of getting into the pose, just stay where you are. Maybe coming to take that opening for the front of the thigh, the say a stretch. Taking the left hand back this time. And bringing that foot down. Tuck the toes and keep the right hand where it is as you extend that knee up. Inhale, reach the left arm up towards the ceiling. Allow the neck to stay long, the shoulders to roll down the back. Energize through the fingertips. Inhale and exhale. Keep that left knee pressing away. One more breath. Exhale, bring the left hand inside the foot. Allow your right heel to come down. So just make any adjustments for Virabhadrasana 2. Extend the right arm up. Maybe bring that forearm onto the thigh. Reach and extend through your fingertips. And then bring that arm along beside the ear, extended side angle. One more breath in. And exhale. Make your way down to frame the front foot. Step back into plank. This time lower all the way down to the ground. And bring your feet towards your hips. Keep the knees hip distance apart. Either grab onto the outer parts of the foot or the heels. I'm going to come into bow pose. So lengthening the thighs, pressing the feet away from the body, opening up the chest. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Release all the way back down. Bring the hands beneath the shoulders. Come into Balasana Child's Pose. Walk the hands back up towards the body. Lift the chest. And come to a seated position. And take the feet out into quite a wide V shape here. I'm going to use a kind of dynamic stretch to start with. Extending the right arm towards the inside of the leg. And lift the left arm overhead. Deep breath. Exhale. Twist towards the front and over to the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale over to the first side. Draw that shoulder blade back. Exhale to the other side. And exhale to the first side. Okay, so I'm going to stay on the first side. Deep breath, roll the shoulder blade back. Exhale, this time walk the hands to the center. Lift the chest. And then coming to draw the chest down. Keep active in the toes and the legs. And then walking the hands up over to the other side. And all the way back to the center. So I'm going to finish up how we started off in butterfly. So bring the soles of the feet together. Cup the fingers around the toes. Lift and open up through the chest. Roll the tailbone under. Exhale. Fold forward. Bring the elbows towards the inner thighs. And one more breath in. And exhale all the way back. And just take a comfortable seated position. Allow the eyes to close. Keep that quietness, that stillness, that direction of energy flow around the body. Really just notice how you're feeling at this very moment. Allow that calmness, that inner peace to really build, to cultivate inside of you. Allow the breath to gradually settle. Allow the face to stay soft. And just bring the hands to prayer by the heart. I'm grateful for this body. I am grateful for this life. I am grateful for this path. May the truth in me always see the divine truth in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. If you can subscribe to the YouTube channel, then you'll keep up to date with all my newest videos and latest news. Thank you again.